Hello friends, welcome back. Got a fun little video for you today. New product from Auxbeam. And when they came out with this, I think I saw a picture on their Instagram, I thought, I must have that immediately. So I sent them a message and they've sent me one out to have a play with. Completely ridiculous, unnecessary, but very cool. So here we are. I have the same in my van, which I've already done a video on, quite an extensive wiring up and everything, but that is only 8 switches and this one is 12. So I'll leave a link to that video. We'll keep this one nice and short. But Auxbeam, I really like their products, genuinely. I've got a lot of them now and so far nothing has failed me. They've all been good. The lights, the panels, it's decent quality stuff, and that is why I'm happy to, you know, get behind them and help them out by showcasing them to you. So as always, the packaging's decent. There is all your button covers. This is the big unit that makes life a whole lot easier. And the best part about this is what sold it for me. It's app control, so you can do it with your phone, but I don't really like that. I'm not a fan of all these apps. Comes with a bloody remote controller. That's what sold it for me. So yeah, let's get all this out of the box and start putting it in. So I'm not putting it in a vehicle this time. I'm actually installing it in here. Proper Batcave mode. There's the panel itself. So 12 switches to play with. And this is the main box that everything plugs into. This is really good. So you got your main positive and negative feeds coming in here. The controller goes in, I think it's this one. But then you've got this rail here that's all pre-fused with relays, solid state relays in it. So all you need to do is connect your 2 wires in for a light or whatever, and you're good to go. So really good. You've got 2 30s, 4 20s, 3 10s and 3 5s. So what I'm planning to do with this is going to be pretty awesome, I think anyway. Completely childish and unnecessary, but here we are. That is the connection for the switch panel. Again, look, it's all decent terminated stuff in protected, quite long actually, protected sheathing. There's the battery cables. What we got, is this 10mm? 16mm actually. So that's that. Got a load of cable ties, which we will probably need. Get one of these trip switch fuse things. What rating is this? I don't know. I think it's 60 amps. Oh, max 100 amps. Yeah, so 100 amps. So this will protect you if there's a problem. Oh wow, silicone cover for the please use this cover in rain and snow, car wash or surfing at the beach. That's like a splash guard to go over that. That's pretty cool. I don't think the other one came with that. We've got the antenna for the remote. That plugs into this thing. It's got quite the range on it, which we're going to test. And then you've got all the mounting brackets. That one is for the controller. Another one. Some gubbins here. Fuse, inline fuse thing. A jumper fuse. Hardware, another cable. That's the power feed. I believe this turns on the system. So you can have, what I did in my van is I have this on a separate switch, so I can turn off everything independently. Otherwise it'd just be on all the time. Oh, we've got more mounting brackets. Whoa. Okay. That's a big two. I guess these are for this thing. Yeah, makes sense. So you can mount it however you want. So they're really good, you know, they don't scrimp on what you get with it, and I appreciate that. And that is the QR code for the app. So yeah, basically I'm going to use this too, because if you don't know, our house completely off grid, we're on batteries. The bank is just behind you there. Downstairs is 12 volts, upstairs is 24, but this, by the looks of it, input voltage 12 to 24 volts, so we could use this upstairs, but I'm going to use it for downstairs. So it's going to control the lights in here. I'm going to have a few different banks of lights. At the minute they're a bit all over the place, but we've got all the outside lighting, which is all going to be remote control, and I'll be able to turn them off from wherever. So this is what sold it for me. It's just hilarious. It's proper James Bond stuff. Right, let's get this thing installed and then show you how it all works. Right, ladies and gents, it's been a busy day of fiddling with wires, but we got there. It's not completely done yet. I've still got lots of spare buttons, but I'm done for today. But yeah, as you can see, it's all in, it's all nice, wired up. I do love this unit. So it's exactly the same as the van one, just more slots. But how it's made, or how they've designed it, so the cables can come in at the bottom here, and then when you put the cover on, it just hides everything. It looks really neat, which not such a big deal in here, but in a van when you're trying to be tidy, you know, it's good. So it's all connected up. You've got the main plus and the minus with the fuse just there, and then you also have a second power lead, which in my van I have a switch so I can turn this panel on and off, but in here it doesn't matter. This panel barely uses any power whatsoever for the LEDs, so I've just jumped it round and put a little inline fuse there, and then that's fine. And that's about it really, just wired it all in. So now when I come in, I've got two banks of lights here, half the room. Quite a good way to do it, I think. And yeah, just random things like the party light. Got the fan here, that's powered now, has a switch. Just the little air circulation fan that actually works really well. But yeah, that's not really important. It's in, it looks awesome. That's proper Batcave mode. And obviously we've got this too, which does work. We'll go test that out in a second. I want to see what the range is like. I've put the little antenna down here. It's got a magnetic base on it, so clearly that's for to go outside of your van on the roof or something, so then you can turn on the lights from a mile away. Could be quite good at if you're at a campsite or something and you got the fire pit and you're like, oh, I just fancy sticking on some extra lights, you know. You also got the app, which one good thing about the app, which I didn't think about, is you can use it to, this is it here, changing the colour of the backlight. So it's much quicker. When you don't have the app, you have to hold buttons and wait and let go at the right colour, whereas now you can just set it where I want it. And you can also do the normal modes with the buttons. So for example, this one here, I can change that to a pulsed mode, which is strobe mode. I now press this and we've got basically blues and twos. I mean, it's a bit gimmicky and unnecessary for in here, of course, but this wasn't designed for an application like this. On my van I actually use that pulsed mode quite a lot on my rear strobes if I need to stop in the road, or if I'm following something slow and, you know, like escorting something. I've had to use them and it's been good. So let's go see what kind of range we get on this remote. Now, I won't be staying out here for very long because it's minus 15 degrees and that's cold. Got our remote. I've not tried this yet, but I think the range, stated range, was meant to be very good. But this is going through 1/2 metre thick wall, so we'll see. Hopefully this will turn off, and it does. Look at that. Why is that so satisfying? What about the inside? Oh look, we can turn the inside lights on. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can go a bit further. We're at about 25 metres, I would say. So now, I would guess probably 60 metres. It still works. That's pretty impressive. Say the wall, it's good 50 centimetres thick concrete, so I can't remember what I put on the flipping on the numbers. Oh, there's the blue one. There's the corner. Yeah, there you go. I mean, are you going to want any more range than that, realistically? Now, unfortunately, I did plan a big finale of new outside lights on strobe mode and looking absolutely mental. However, I ran out of cable. So we're not going to get the spectacular finish, unfortunately. Maybe another time, save that for the future. But yeah, fail to prepare to look like a tit. Yeah, you'll have to wait for the mega strobe display for a future video, which is annoying actually because it's snowing now, and that's the main reason I want to do it. Have a big white light in between the two windows that lights up all the snow. But yeah, I am thoroughly chuffed with that. I think that looks awesome. Definitely a cool addition to the power wall. This thing's getting ridiculous. But yeah, I'd highly recommend, if something like this was around when I built my original, the big van, the Beast, I would definitely have bought this, because this whole system, how it goes together, is just brilliant. It's so much easier, nice and clean, and everything's just in there. All you got to do is change a fuse if it blows, and that's it. No wiring up relays and all of that crap. So yeah, thoroughly impressed as always. I'll leave a link in the description to the Auxbeam website. They've got loads of stuff on there, so see what you think. I've not been paid any extra for this video. They just sent me this because I asked for it. I wanted to play with it basically, in exchange for me making a video and talking about it. But the only reason I keep working with this company is because I like the gear. I've got Auxbeam on flipping everything now. It's good stuff. Nothing's failed me yet. It's all well built and it's lasting. And if the stuff on my van can survive, you know, minus 35, whatever, I'd say it's pretty decent stuff, to be fair. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all later.